Tonight, even if I've got 3 strikes, I'ma go for it. This moment, we own it. I'm not to be played with because it can get dangerous. See, these people I ride with. This moment, we own it.
Listen up, Cougar fans, wherever you are. Bird Screen Printing in the heart of La Follette next to Big Creek is the place to go for all things Cougar. T-shirts, caps, jackets, and much more. If it's Cougars, it's at Bird Screen Printing. 423-562-3044. Need T-shirts or caps or polos for your business, special event, or church function? Bird's is the business to call. Lettering, screen printing, and especially for all things Cougar. Bird Screen Printing in the heart of La Follette.
Hi, I'm Linda Kilgore. This is my 35th year with State Farm, my 25th year here in Campbell County. I'm not a high-pressure salesman. I like to just sit down with my customers and help them decide what's right for them. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
Now talk a little bit about the personal trainers. How good are they down here?
They're very great. We love Howard. He's very good with people. He always has people in here. He's working with them really well. They're seeing results. He's one of the best that we have, I would say.
So now, would you guys recommend your friends to come to Castleton as opposed?
Absolutely. We got a lot of friends who actually have started coming here, and I would recommend this gym for any other gym in the Follette.
Families work out nowadays. Is this a good family?
Yes, it's very family oriented. They have places for the kids to play in the back if they're coming in while the parents are working out.
Right.
And it's very family oriented. There's things for everyone to do, really.
Hello folks, this is Robert again from your Sears Hometown store. If you're having trouble tossing and turning in bed or having a backache or your partner wakes you up when they come to bed, we can solve your problem with our Sealy Posturepedic mattresses or other name brand mattresses at your Sears Hometown store. So come on down to your Sears Hometown store and get some rest for your eyeballs with one of our Sealy or other fine mattresses.
Just look for the parking lot full of cars. Yep, that's Charlie's Pizza.
Hey, this is Joey Fortnite from world famous Charlie's Pizza. Come down and see us.
First dates, riding with friends, celebrations, a break from work, whatever your excuse for stopping by Charlie's Pizza, everyone understands. Because we all love Charlie's for pizza, pastas, sandwiches, salads, and lots more. What's your favorite Charlie's Pizza specialty? What's your favorite Charlie's Pizza memory? It's the worst kept secret around. It's Charlie's Pizza in Jacksboro. See you there.
Hello and welcome to your Hometown Sears studio. My name is Les Martin, along with our executive producer, Miss Honeybee.
And I'm Colby Burge.
We certainly appreciate you taking the time out of your busy schedule to join us. We're going to have Coach Chris Mays of the Campbell County Cougar baseball team, the head coach of or the manager, ever how you want to call it. But he's the head man at Campbell County High School over the baseball program. He's going to be calling in here shortly, about 10 minutes after 9 or so. But before we get started, as always, and we certainly thank you for having patience. Unfortunate circumstance, Kobe lost his father-in-law, and then we got snowed in. So we're back.
It's been about 3 weeks, but we're finally back on the air. So
we are back on the air and ready to go. But before we get started, I've got to go over all of our sponsors, of course. That's first and foremost. Without them, it's not possible that we do this show. First and foremost, we want to say thank you to your Hometown Sears store in the Food City Center of Woodlands Mall. Anything that you need inside or outside of your home, it doesn't really matter. I've got exactly what you need. It's tough to talk about lawn tractors.
Yeah,
but it's spring in 17 days.
Yeah.
So
be time to mow those yards here in about a month. That's where we get all this snow cleared off.
Oh yeah, a month? That soon, you reckon?
I'd say so. I mean, heading into April.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you're probably right.
I mean, March has crept up on us here. I still feel like it's back in January.
Yeah, with all the snow, absolutely. If you need anything inside or outside of your home, how about a lawn tractor, weed eater? It doesn't really matter. Microwave, stove and refrigerator, washer and dryer, mattress and box springs. Their phone number is 562-7700. Go down and see the fine folks at Sears in the Woodson's Mall, the Food City Center. Also, we want to say thank you to Bird Screen Printing, downtown La Follette beside the Birds Memorial Bridge. Their phone number is 562-3044. It's soon to be baseball season. It's right around the corner.
Oh, yeah.
And with that being said, is that your favorite sport?
Yeah,
Baseball?
I would have to
Is it?
say baseball is, yeah.
Yeah, I can tell. I can tell. Most people that's not really energetic
Yeah.
like baseball.
Oh, seriously?
I'm teasing. You thought
Well,
right,
it's more of a laid back sport, though.
you thought right into that, didn't you? Anyway, I apologize. I was just teasing, but I'm more of a headbanger type individual. Football,
Yeah.
it's probably my favorite.
Well, I mean, I love football too. But,
Right.
it's-
But it's one of those situations to where baseball's now just around the corner. Also, soccer signups. You can have soccer signups for the last time this Friday at the soccer fields up behind La Follette Elementary School. You got to make sure you get out there. But getting back to baseball and soccer uniforms and things like that, bird screen printing, everything that you need for your baseball team, your soccer team, even like the windbreaker that I have on, the sign that you see behind us, a numerous of different things that they do from front to back, start to finish, A to B. It's all there. Their phone number, once again, is 562-3044. Also, we want to say thank you to Castleton's Fitness. Step into Castleton's and step out a brand new you. Their phone number is 566-1393. They have a CrossFit. It's every, I think it's Wednesday and Friday morning, if I'm not mistaken. But there's a CrossFit that they do down there at Castleton's. It's pretty amazing. They have Zumba. They have kickboxing. They've got a registered nurse on staff. Plenty of showers. Nice and clean facility. Fantastic place to work out and get your body into shape. It's Castleton's Fitness. Their phone number, once again, is 566-1393. We also want to say thank you to Charlie's Pizza. Often imitated, never duplicated. For 39 long years, they've been doing pizza the old-fashioned way. They've been cooking it, baking it, putting it on your plate. Quality ingredients. It is fantastic. Their phone number is 562-0116. Also, we want to say thank you to State Farm. Folks, for 35 long years, and I say long, it's 35 years is long in age, I guess, but when you're doing something like Charlie's Pizza and State Farm, Linda Kilgore, time goes by quick when you take care of your customers. Customers, you retain your customers, you get new customers. But Linda Kilgore's been in the business for 35 years. Her phone number is 566-5000, 566-5000. Hang on just a minute, Kay, we'll get you, I promise. But it's one of those situations to where she has been in different positions for an insurance company. So when you have something happen to you that's devastating to your home, to your automobile, whether it be health, whatever, it doesn't matter, she can make sure she adds that personal touch. And her phone number, once again, is 566-5000. Let's see. Thank you for calling Just Sports. You on there?
I did.
Hello, Miss Kay. You are our very first caller since we've been back. And if you,
I got that.
if you folks want to call in, the phone number is 423-566-1450 or 423-562-3557. What's going on, Miss Kay?
Here's what I got now.
I'm going to say
Are you I told you about my little baby? Baby, my little window.
Do what?
Remember I told you about my little window?
Your little weenie dog?
Yeah, I got a bag yesterday.
You got a what?
I got my weenie dog bag yesterday.
You did?
Because my nephew Eric ex-wife moving into a house that's in town, dogs in it,
Yeah.
and no cats in it. So they give me my baby dog, my little dog bag.
Well, good. Are you satisfied? Are you glad?
Yeah, I'm gone. Yeah, I got two dogs. I got a boy and a girl.
Oh, goodness gracious. I hope they're both fixed, right?
Yeah, baby lives already.
Good.
He can have puppies.
Well, that's fantastic. That's how we control the pet population. It's spade and neuter.
No, guess what?
What?
Thursday morning when it snow again.
Yes,
That's what I heard.
I know. It's going to come in
Yeah.
late Wednesday night, early Thursday morning, about 1 o'clock or so. And of course, stay tuned to 1450WLAF.com, also AM 1450 and 100.9, because meteorologist Jim Freeman will have all the latest and greatest updates for the storm.
Okay.
Okay?
I like this toy this spring.
Oh, I can't wait to
Yeah,
spring
me
either.
too.
I do it either. I always did it.
Well, here's the situation. Here's the situation. I'm gonna have to go because we've got Coach Mays calling in right now. Okay.
Okay.
Who's your favorite team?
Go Cougars.
All right. We'll see you Thursday.
Okay.
Bye bye. Hello, Coach. How are you?
Hey, Les. How you doing, sir?
So I'm doing fantastic, folks. We're talking to Coach Mays. He's the head baseball coach for Campbell County High School. Coach, not the type of baseball weather you hope to have in your first year at Campbell County, starting off the season. That's pretty tough getting those kids ready to play, right?
Boy, I tell you what, it's been tough. These last 3 weeks have been pretty rough. We were out of school and we had 2 practices before we were out for sickness, and then we were obviously shut down for the sickness, and then the snow hit on that Monday, which knocked us out of 2 more weeks consecutively, basically, and that's not the way we wanted to start off. Pretty rough.
During the off season, you all have done a fantastic job with doing some different things to the stadium. Would you share some of the things that you all have done with the folks that's listening, Coach?
Well, some of the things we've done, we've added a new wall to the outfield. It goes all the way from the left field corner to the right field corner. It's a blue aluminum type material, tin, I guess you would say, and it's got a nice yellow stripe across it, and it angles up and center right from left center to right center. It's about 8 feet all the way around, 8 feet high, and then center field, I believe it goes up to 14 feet high. We've got some nice sponsor logos on the outfield wall there, and nice big orange CC on each side of the center field. That's one big improvement, and I have to thank Dixie Roofing for all the hard work they did on building that wall. They did a great job with that. Some other things we've done just to improve the field a little bit. We've actually got a couple of dump truck loads of dirt that we haven't been able to get put on there yet because of the weather. It's sitting behind the wall covered up and waiting to get that put on, trying to get that put on as soon as possible. But another real big improvement we done was rebuilt the pitcher's mound. We actually built it up full 10 inches high, and it looks like a mountain out there right now. As a matter of fact, when the snow was on the field the other day melting off, the only thing that still had snow on it was the pitcher's mound. We had the tarp on it, and somebody commented the only thing left that had snow was the mountain. So, we've tried to do several improvements to the playing surface as well as just the way the place looks. So, hopefully everybody will notice it.
Yeah, I know that March 2nd you were supposed to play Oliver Springs at Campbell County High School. Of course, that was canceled. Then March 5th through the 7th, it looks like that may be canceled due to the weather. That's Oliver Springs play day at Oliver Springs. Are you just concentrating right now, Coach, on going into the season as far as having no scrimmages played and just going to attack the season, the schedule, and be done with it?
Well, the thing we're kind of looking at is everybody else is pretty much in the same boat. I don't think we're going to get to play that little play day game Thursday night. There's a chance we might get to play the one that we're supposed to play Saturday at Oliver Springs against Oneida. I hope we get to play it. But if we don't, we're just going to have to take what we've done this last week and a half and run with it. We've got, we had 2 or 3 scrimmages lined up that we just didn't get to play, and there's a lot of unknowns going in that we were hoping to have sorted out by this time. And but we played open up with Gibbs in the first regular season game, and they're pretty much in the same boat we are. I know they've only had a couple of days on the field as well, so just a lot of unknowns, a lot of uncertainty, and hopefully we can take the things we've learned in the few times we've been able to actually have a full practice and do the best we can. So looking forward to the playing starting now.
Well, Coach, as far as the pitching, would you say it's tougher on the pitchers, or is it pretty much tough on the whole team? Not being able to play or scrimmage some games prior to the season. Is it tough on the whole team, or would you think the effect is more on the pitchers?
I think, it affects the whole team. It does, but from the pitching standpoint, I think it really does, because the 3 weeks that we were out because of snow, it really affected our arm strength, because baseball is not a game that you can take time off from and roll back into it and look like you've been going for a while. I mean, baseball, if you take a few days off, you lose what you've learned. And our pitchers, they were starting to get up into high numbers in bullpens when they throw the bullpens 2 days a week. And now it's almost like we've had to start back to square one. I mean, we started back last week with 20 and 25 pitch bullpens. So it's gonna limit the amount of pitches they can throw, and instead of having people ready to possibly pitch a complete game, now we're trying to get people to the third, fourth, fifth inning with no worries, and try to let the bullpen come in and do more. Hitters, it's going to affect the hitters too, because they've not seen any live pitching as far as scrimmages or intersplit games, and the only thing they see is us throwing to them in the cage, and that can be tough, because when you're seeing a pitch come from 40 feet as opposed to 60 feet 6 inches, it has a lot to do with timing and just the ability to see the ball move, which you can't really simulate inside a batting cage. So it's tough on both aspects.
As far as your team, Coach, how many pitchers will you start as far as your rotation, or do you plan on having a planned rotation on your pitchers?
Well, we originally had planned the rotation, but the weather is again throwing some monkey wrench. What we'll probably do is use several pitchers over the course of the first few games to let them get some arm strength, some leg strength, some innings back in them, and probably limit their pitches the first few games. You can't really turn anybody loose yet. Now, we will have a pretty much set rotation when it comes to district games and non-district games. Probably use the same basic starting pitchers each game. Of course, vary them up every game, but then have our set relief guys. Now, we will do that, but these first few games are going to be iffy on who starts and how many innings we go. So,
is there a pitch limit or an innings limit in high school, Coach?
No, sir. The only limit you have is if you start a game and leave a game, you can't come back in as a pitcher. But there is no set number of innings you can pitch in a week or a day. I mean, if you can go, you can go. But obviously, we don't want to get anybody hurt, so we don't want to throw anybody too much right now.
So that's policed by you and your staff, correct?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear you right there.
I said that. So pitching these kids and making sure they have adequate days rest. That's policed by you and your staff. Is that correct?
Oh yes, it's policed very heavily. Of course, my pitching coach was a pitcher himself, obviously, and he's very good at stretching guys out to where, if they throw on Monday, if they throw a few innings on Monday, they probably won't pitch again until Thursday or Friday. I mean, we've got to be very diligent in minding our innings and minding our pitch counts right now.
So how many pitchers do you have, strong, well, I say strong pitchers, but just how many pitchers do you have that will be pitching or that would start a game for you this year?
Probably, the guys that probably will start a game, I would say 5 to 6 out of the 14 pitchers that we have. Some guys are more suited for starting. Some guys are more suited to come in middle relief or towards the end of the game. But 5 or 6 is usually what you have.
That's much better than what it was last year. Is that correct?
Well, actually, I couldn't tell you from last year. I know that they probably used 3 or 4. But right now we're looking at 3 guys per district, 3 different guys for the district games, and then a couple of others, maybe one more for non-district games.
Andrew Evans, will he pitch for you this year?
Yeah, he'll pitch. Like I said, don't know how many innings yet, but he's one of the guys we'll be looking to on the mound this year.
Of course, he's a senior.
Yes, sir.
He also brings some senior leadership to that baseball team as well, huh?
Yes, sir. He does. He does a good job of directing guys where they need to go. He's a good leader in the clubhouse, good leader on the field, and as well as on the mound and on the defensive side of it, offensive side of it. We expect a lot of things from him.
Well, I know that your first 3 games, it's going to be pretty tough because out of your first 3 games or first 4 games, you have 3 district games.
Well, 2 of them were counted as district games. The other one's kind of a tournament game, so that won't count for the district standings. But yeah, 3 out of those first 4 Gibbs and Clinton. So that'll be a tough week for sure.
Well, Coach, we certainly appreciate you taking time out of your busy schedule to join us. And your first game is March the 9th, weather permitting, of course, and that's going to be at Gibbs. And then you will turn right around and come back home Tuesday, March the 10th, to play Gibbs at Campbell County High School for the first opening game at home. Is that correct?
Yes, sir. If the swamp dries up, then we'll be playing on there at the 10th, and I'm looking forward to the season starting. I mean, I just wish we had more time to prepare for it.
Well, Coach, we certainly appreciate your time, and thank you so much for joining us.
All right, thank you very much.
Talk to you later, Coach.
Y'all have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye. Coach Mays, his first year at Campbell County High School, he's got a tough schedule.
Yep.
Last year, I think they, like he said, I think they only had 3 or 4. I think they only had 3 or 4 pitchers that they would pitch. I think they're in much better shape this year compared to last year. Is that right, Brian Miracle? I think Brian Miracle is going to send me a text and say yes. They're probably better off this year than they were last year as far as the pitching. But just like Coach Mays said, they're in a position to where they haven't had to play. They haven't had any scrimmages to play. Haven't had any play date. They may play one Saturday. But how tough is that for a baseball team to come out of winter and the weather not cooperate, because it hasn't cooperated at all, and then you turn into a situation to where now you're going to have to go into your regular season wide open, no scrimmages, no play date. How tough is that on a baseball team?
I mean, it's really tough on any sport. I mean, when you don't really come out there and get that have any competition, have a lot of practices. I think especially in baseball, like Coach Mays was saying, I mean, you can't just go out there. You can't just completely shut down and then come back out and expect that you're going to be ready to go. I mean, fully, especially in baseball. I mean, pitchers' arms, they put a lot of pressure on their arms and stuff, and they have to go out there and condition themselves well. And I mean, that's why you have 30 spring training games and the majors, because it gives them that time, gives them over a month to get prepared. And I mean, baseball's a sport you got to be well conditioned for. I mean, to play. I mean, you got they're going to be playing 30 games over the course of a couple months.
Right.
Yeah. So I mean, that's a lot of games that you kind of squeeze in there. And if you're not ready to play out early on, you could be in trouble.
Right there's 15. 25. They'll have 25 that's 25 scheduled, but that doesn't count to where if they go and play a tournament
Yeah,
where
you
they
go-
play 2 the weekend.
Yeah.
Maybe the other games maybe not be on the schedule, and then they'll have the
You get the
district
district
tournament.
tournament coming right up after that.
Right,
you know,
May,
so.
April 28th to May 5th. So they've got some tough schedule. Their first game is going to be Monday at Gibbs High School. Varsity is at 5:30, JV is at 7:30, and then they'll turn around, weather permitting, of course. Hopefully, we'll have some nice sunshine and some warm temperatures. I know the temperature's supposed to be up around 50 degrees on Saturday,
Oh, yeah.
sunshine. So
It's good to hear.
it is very good to hear. But weather permitting, they'll turn right around and play Gibbs at Campbell County High School on March the 10th. And that's a varsity game only, and that's at 5:30. And then March the 12th, which is Thursday, they'll play Union County at Clinton. And then March 14th, which is a Saturday, I think, they'll play Clinton at Clinton, and that will be at 5:30 as well. So the Clinton game you certainly can travel to and go watch. Hopefully March the 10th, they'll have the game up here at high school, because I would love to go up there and see what the team has to offer.
Yeah, so that'll be this Tuesday coming up, right?
Yes, this
First home
Tuesday
game.
coming up, first home game is March the 10th, weather permitting, of course. You gotta say that. Now, I've always wondered why that the baseball season started so early in the year. I mean, it's still cold outside.
Yeah.
You go up there, you freeze to death, because up on the hill, the wind blows constantly.
Yeah.
You ever been up there?
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it just blows. And and if there's any cold weather in the area, and that wind's blowing, it makes it feel even colder. So and it's a tough place to play.
Yeah.
So hopefully Campbell County comes out on their toes. They come out and play extremely good baseball this year. They are certainly in the position to where they're going to need to have a good team.
Yeah.
I mean, they probably got a good team, but what I'm saying is a good record, because they play and they practice and they practice and they play. It's time for them. It's deserving for them. And when I say deserving, I got to be very careful how I throw that term out there, because you don't deserve to have a driver's license. It's called a privilege. I had
Yeah.
a Tennessee Highway Patrol tell me that.
Oh, really?
Oh, I did. It's been some time ago.
Yeah.
But he said it was a privilege to have a driver's license, just like it's a privilege that you go out there and play baseball and you can win some games and hopefully have a winning record. That's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for Campbell County High School to have a winning record. Also, the head coach of the middle school team of the baseball team is Justin Willoughby. I hope to have him on the show, maybe call in on Thursday or maybe next Tuesday if it's possible, before the season gets started or gets wide open. So with that being said, it's one of those situations to where Campbell County baseball, I'm ready for it. It's going to give us something to talk about during this season.
Oh, yeah.
And we're going to try to make sure that we talk to some kids and get some information from some kids and have the coaches call in. Brian Miracle is the assistant coach, along with Chris Armstrong, I believe. Yes, Chris Armstrong is the other assistant coach. And of course, Coach Mays is the head coach of Campbell County High School baseball. Do you ever go up and watch them?
You know, I haven't been to a game. It's probably been about, I'd say 4 or 5 years since I've been to a game up there. But I have been recently. Actually, my cousin, I don't believe he still is, but he used to be the head coach at Scott County. I believe I went up there and watched a game. That's probably been about 4 or 5 years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Up there. Yeah.
I know that the field, the baseball field, over the years, you can see the transition from.
Well, they got a beautiful field though.
Oh, absolutely.
I mean, even back when I was in high school, I mean, they had a beautiful field up
Yeah,
there. One of the best in the district.
Yeah, you ought to see it now. I mean, just over the years, you can see the transition. And of course, thank you again to Dixie Roofing for doing all the work on the wall at the high school. Thank you so much for that and
Y'all have to
helping
go
the
up
high
there and
school.
check it out.
Oh
It seems
yes,
like
for
it's-
sure. I definitely am going to make sure I catch a few games, quite a few games actually up there. With that being said, of course, we talked baseball, high school baseball for the first half hour. When we come back, we're going to talk a little bit about major leagues.
Yep.
And we'll talk
Whatever else comes to mind. And
Right, exactly. Whatever else we can come up with that we'll talk about, and so be it. But in the meantime, we've got to cut away for a short commercial break. You're watching Just Sports on WLAF Sports Network.
Listen up, Cougar fans, wherever you are. Birch Screen Printing in the heart of La Follette next to Big Creek is the place to go for all things Cougar. T-shirts, caps, jackets, and much more. If it's Cougars, it's at Birch Screen Printing. 423-562-3044. Need T-shirts or caps or polos for your business, special event, or church function? Birch is the business to call. Lettering, screen printing, and especially for all things Cougar. Birch Screen Printing in the heart of La Follette.
Now talk a little bit about the personal trainers. How good are they down here?
They're very great. We love Howard. He's very good with people. He always has people in here. He's working with them really well. They're seeing results. He's one of the best that we have, I would say.
So now, would you guys recommend your friends to come to Castleton as opposed?
Absolutely. We got a lot of friends who actually have started coming here, and I would recommend this gym for any other gym in the Follette.
Families work out nowadays. Is this a good family?
Yes, it's very family oriented. They have places for the kids to play in the back if they're coming in while the parents are working out.
Right.
And it's very family oriented. There's things for everyone to do, really.
Hi, I'm Linda Kilgore. This is my 35th year with State Farm, my 25th year here in Campbell County. I'm not a high-pressure salesman. I like to just sit down with my customers and help them decide what's right for them. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.
Folks, this is Robert again from your Sears hometown store. If you're having trouble tossing and turning in bed, or having a backache, or your partner wakes you up when they come to bed, we can solve your problem with our Sealy Posturepedic mattresses or other name brand mattresses at your Sears hometown store. So come on down to your Sears hometown store and get some rest for your eyeballs with one of our Sealy or other fine mattresses.
Just look for the parking lot full of cars. Yep, that's Charlie's Pizza.
Hey, this is Joey Fortnite, the world famous Charlie's Pizza. Come down and see us.
First dates, riding with friends, celebrations, a break from work, whatever your excuse for stopping by Charlie's Pizza, everyone understands. Because we all love Charlie's for pizza, pastas, sandwiches, salads, and lots more. What's your favorite Charlie's Pizza specialty? What's your favorite Charlie's Pizza memory? It's the worst kept secret around. It's Charlie's Pizza in Jacksboro. See you there.
Hello, welcome back to.
That's a little intro here.
Yes, I do, and I don't know how to shut it off. Just to be honest with you.
But you have to close the whole page out there.
Wow. Okay.
Hit the volume.
Yeah, let's hit the volume.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm sorry about that. We're back.
After our intro, we're back.
We are certainly back. Thank you for taking out part of your day to watch us and laugh at us. Feel free to laugh as much as you want to. You can laugh at our expense. Since the last time we were on, Ethan Jeffers committed to play for Moorhead State.
Yeah, I heard about that.
We want to say congratulations to Ethan Jeffers and Keith Jeffers. And I know Keith Jeffers is a proud papa, as I would be as well. So congratulations to that young man. We'll try to have him on the show here in the next couple of weeks to talk to him, to see his thought process as far as what style of offense that they run or whatever the case may be. Yeah. Now, also we've got sign-ups, soccer sign-ups. That's going to be this Friday. I think it's between 4 and 5 o'clock, or 4 and 5:30. I'm going to tell you here shortly, in just a second. It's going to be at the La Follette Elementary, at the soccer fields behind La Follette Elementary. And I'm pulling it up now, folks, so just bear with me. Computers.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I was. I thought I was. Anyway, it's going to be this Friday, March the 6th, I think between 4 and 5 or something like that. I don't know. I can't pull it up right now. So much for that. Anyway, so be it. It's going to be this Friday, March the 6th, but I think between 4 and 5:30 at La Follette Elementary at the soccer fields.
Okay.
So that will be the last time. It's $50, $50 or $55. Boy, I wish I could pull that up. I tell you, I can't.
It's not what you're doing for some reason there.
No, it's not.
Huh.
But anyway, let's talk a little bit about some baseball.
Okay.
Now, I like baseball. I'm a football fanatic. I like baseball, I like basketball. But I'm going to talk a little bit about my Chicago Cubs.
Okay.
Because this is crazy. The Chicago Cubs in 2014, tell me, what do you think the batting average was for the individual that was leading the team? Did you see it on my page?
I saw it. Yeah, it was under 300.
Yeah. That's not good. I mean, it's 292.
Yeah.
And that's
Who held that? Was it?
Sterling Castro.
Yeah.
But it's 292. That's under 300.
Yeah.
If you swing the bat, if you get up to the plate 10 times, you're hitting the ball less than 3 times out of that team.
Oh yeah.
And he led the team. Now, the Chicago.
I guess that kind of shows, their record last year. What was their record? I know they were under 500.
We were in the minuses.
Yeah.
If there's any way that you can have minus 50 wins, we had minus 50. We probably were 50 behind the 500 mark. Well, maybe not that much.
Well, as a Reds fan, I've enjoyed it for the past few seasons.
Oh, I know you have.
I hope it hasn't come to a close yet, but
I think
the Reds have kind of owned Wrigley Field up there the past couple of years too.
Yes, they have. And I don't know why you feel the need to rake me back over the coals. It's almost like having a scab on your hand or your body, and you picking it off. You just pick it off and it starts bleeding again.
Well, I'll tell you what, if the Cubs come up to Great American Ballpark this year and sweep us, you can get on me a little bit.
Yeah, I can get on you. But getting back to Chicago Cubs, and I know you're a Reds fan, diehard Reds fan, as I used to be. Back when Johnny Bench played there, and let's see here, Barry Larkin and Davey Concepcion. I don't know if you remember those guys.
Well, yeah, obviously I remember Barry Larkin. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I'd go up and watch him play. I mean, I obviously, saw tapes of Johnny Bench and Concepcion, Rose, and everybody.
Yeah, Pete Rose was another one. But I used to be a diehard Cincinnati Reds fan, and then sometime over the time I was in school, I seen it was when we first got cable.
WGN, was it?
Yes. Yes. I was not an Atlanta Braves fan.
Yeah, I've never really liked the Braves either. I mean, I don't necessarily hate the Braves. I've never been.
I don't hate, but I dislike. I dislike it extremely well. I'm good at disliking. But I was never an Atlanta Braves fan, for one, because there's too many Atlanta Braves fans around here.
Yeah.
You agree?
There's a lot of them.
I agree as well. And when they had that run of all those teams, all those division titles, and went to those World Series games, and although they didn't win as many as they went to, which I'm so glad.
I believe they won one.
They did win one. And I think they went like 3 times to the World Series, only won one. They're almost like the Buffalo Bills of the football era. Go to 3 Super Bowls in a row and lose all 3 of them. But getting back to my Chicago Cubs, the leader for the batting average was Sterling Castro at 292. Home runs was Anthony Rizzo at 32. RBIs, the team leader. How many RBIs did the team leader have at Cincinnati last year? Do you remember right off the top of your head?
No, I don't actually.
Was it over 100? Do you feel comfortable that it was over 100?
I would say it would be close to 100.
Well, Anthony Rizzo led the team in RBIs for Chicago at 78. That's pathetic.
It's not good.
No.
That just shows you right there there's not a lot of runs scored. So
exactly.
Over 162 games.
Right.
And your team leader's got 70. What did you say? 78.
You almost had a half a RBI a game.
Yeah.
A little over a half a RBI game.
And that's your team leader.
Right.
You know?
So what does everybody else
It's not
do?
figuring in the guys that are batting back in the 7th and 8th spots.
Right.
That, you know.
And they're just there because they're a warm body and they got a heartbeat.
Yeah.
They can't hit the ball because if they could hit the ball, they wouldn't be 7 or 8. They'd be first through 5.
Yeah.
Run scored Rizzo at 89. What is OPS?
That is OPS.
Plate appearance or what? It's 913. ERA, the team leader in ERA was Mr. Wood. I think his name is, I don't know his name, Travis Wood. At
Travis Wood, he's
5.03.
not Kerry Wood.
Right, Travis.
Yeah.
And then Jake Arrieta was 10 wins. He's a pitcher. He was a team leader at 10 wins. Some of these starters have got 20 wins.
Oh, yeah.
18 wins.
Yeah, I mean, an ace usually gets around 20 wins a year. You got
Saves was Henry Rondon at 29. That's pathetic.
Mm-hmm.
So we improved on our pitching.
Yeah.
But I'm not concerned about our bats.
Oh, really?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I don't know. Just to be honest with you, runs scored overall, they're 26 last year. Batting average, they were 27th. On base percentage, they was 28th. Slugging percentage, they was 14th. Well, that slugging percentage, they did pretty well, but they didn't have anybody on base that it mattered.
Yeah.
So, anyway, tell us a little bit about your Reds.
Well, the Reds, I think, are taking a little back step, especially from a few years back. I mean, they were a team, you know, as early as 3 years ago, they could have very well won the World Series. And to the point now, they've lost a couple pitchers in the offseason. They lost Latos and Simon. I'm more concerned about them losing Latos really than Simon. I mean, Simon had a great season last year, made an all-star appearance. But the loss of Latos, I mean, he was actually, I'd say he's probably my favorite pitcher on the Red staff, even over Cueto. And he was a guy that could come out there and just dominate a game. I mean, you could come out there and, you know, depend on him to come out and get you 20 wins in a season. And I mean, losing him really hurt. And, you know, they started out today, they got their first win in spring training, 10-0 today over the Indians. I mean, that really don't say a whole lot in your first spring training game. But Marquise came out and he pitched a couple scoreless innings. I'm hoping that maybe he can stay solid and be that fifth starter because, I mean, right now we're looking at Cueto. We got Bailey. Bailey's right now questionable for coming in and opening day. And you got Leaks and Granny. And that fifth spot, it's kind of open right now.
Right.
So
it's one of those situations to where it's really early.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's their first game,
yeah,
they know exactly what they're going to do, who they're going to put in that spot, or they got some kind of an idea.
Yeah.
When you don't get paid that much money to manage a team or to be a general manager, or even over baseball operations without knowing exactly what you want to do.
Well, they got put down in the media a little bit, actually, by Latos. It was a week or two ago. He came out and he made a few comments